All right, now you see what I have up here. I have taken now and added to their next Sabbath. Remember, this here had 8 24-hour days they had to deal with. They didn't only have to deal with their 7 days. They had to deal with their new moon. Because this is where their cycle starts. This is the 8th day from the new moon. Just like it's the 2nd day from the new moon, 3rd day from the new moon, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, 7th day from the new moon. The 8th day is the 8th day from the new moon. So then, by doing this, their 9th day, which becomes a work day, it starts the week off. The new moon becomes a work day. Remember their second cycle. Their second week has their second cycle only has to deal with 7 days. But their first cycle had 8 days. But their week started off in 2, and then they had, in other words, in that 8-day cycle, their week starts off in 2. The 8th day ends their week, and the 8th day ends the 8-day cycle. I've had people to call me that's Lunar Sabbath people. And they told me, they said, well, I told you about it a little while ago. They said, you're misrepresenting the Lunar Sabbath. We only have 7 days in a week. I said, and I believe that. I said, but what you don't understand is that I understand that your 2nd day of the month starts off your week. But I said, y'all think that the 8th day falls on the same day. If the moon, in other words, the moon comes in on a Sunday, or any of the days is still going to work the same. But if it comes in on a Sunday, then your 8th day that you put up on the Sunday is the same 8th day that the new moon fell on. In other words, out of his own mouth, he was confessing that they only really use 7 days. But why do they think that the 8s, 15s, and 22s falls on the new moon? It's because of deception. Again, this is why Yahweh Almighty told me to get the 8-day cycle out of a 7-day cycle. And I did, and you see what's happened. I did, and you see why they don't want to do it. This is the 8-day cycle out of the 7. I got it out of it. This is why they won't do it. This exposes it because the 15th day becomes a Sabbath, where the week before that, in the previous week, the 7th was a work day. Now their 15th Sabbath their work day becomes a Sabbath in the 2nd week. And they are 24 hours short of their first Sabbath that they kept the first cycle or the first week of that cycle. They're 24 hours short. What would actually they have to do? They'd have to add 16. In other words, an 8, 16, 20, 24, and 32. But you don't have no 32 days in a month. And the only reason you have 31 days in a Gregorian calendar is because it's keeping things in order. You have to do some studying. But we don't believe in no 31 days. We believe that there's 30-day months, according to prophecy. Now, what's happened to the solar system, I don't know, but it has never affected the 7-day cycle. The 7-day cycle still works perfect. Of course, all that's still in another message. But I want you to understand what's going on here. This here exposes the teaching of the Lunar Sabbath. Get them to give you a calendar set up with 8 days, and they won't do it. because there are 8 days, this will be what will happen. They have a big problem. This is why they keep using this other. And there's people that falls in this thinking that they're keeping a Sabbath. They never keep the same Sabbath each month. It changes from month to month. Their weeks only start on the second day of the month, ends on the 29th day of the month. Then if they have the 30th day and the first day, don't even fall in no week. Where do you find such a mess like this? Yahweh fed the children of Israel 6 days and a Sabbath. 6 days and a Sabbath. 6 days and a Sabbath. That's what Yahweh exposed as truth.